What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, So Crazy TV, back with another video, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more videos. Those help me get in the algorithm, man. Let's get it. We got the Portland Trailblazers, man. That's what we talking about today. I feel like the Portland Trailblazers have been laughed on last season and in the summer, and Damian Lillard's been catching a lot of flack for not wanting to leave Portland, and I feel like they're 4-1. They need to be talked about. So I'm going to remind the NBA world, okay? I'm going to remind the NBA world what's been going on in Portland, if y'all forgot. So basically, last season, they had their worst season in a long time, okay? They were a lottery pick team, okay? They had the 6th pick in the draft, and they picked up Shaedon Sharpe. If I'm saying his name badly, my bad. I apologize. But yeah, they picked up Sharpe, okay? He plays just like Dame, okay? He goes above the rim. He can dunk on anybody, you know what I'm saying? He had that one poster in the preseason, if I'm not mistaken, or in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, y'all know where I'm getting with this, okay? He plays just like Dame. He just can't shoot like Dame just yet. Last season, they got rid of CJ McCollum, and they traded for some pieces. After they picked up Sharpe in the draft, they did some more trades in the summer. They got Jeremy Grant, which is a key piece into what's going on in Portland right now. And y'all already know Anthony Simons emerging as one of the best players the Blazers got. He could be an all-star one day. I see the potential. So basically, that happened. And then the world wants to bash Damian Lillard for not leaving Portland. All the talks, Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless already doesn't like him anyway. All these media platforms talking about Damian Lillard and how he's quote-unquote greedy. They ain't say it like that. They said it professionally, but still saying that he took the money. Why y'all bringing up this man's money, man? If he wants to be loyal to his team, why he can't do that? Y'all didn't say nothing about, Jordan, even though at the end of his career, he went to the Wizards, but we ain't gonna say that. But still, though, y'all ain't say nothing about Kobe, rest in peace, for staying with the Lakers. Y'all ain't say nothing about Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki. Come on, bro. There's a lot of players that stayed and ended up winning rings with their teams. So why y'all bashing this man for trying to do the same thing? And plus, how do y'all know? I'm talking to the media platforms. How do y'all know that he ain't going to win a ring with Portland? Y'all never know that. We didn't know the Toronto Raptors were going to win. And they're champions. Yeah, KD got hurt, Clay got hurt, but still, they're champions. Okay? The Portland Trailblazers are currently 4-1 right now. They beat the Kings in opening night. Then they beat the Suns. They beat the Lakers. And they beat the Nuggets. They lost to the Heat last night, 119-98. Damian Lillard scored only 22 points, which is fine. He's still averaging 33 points per game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He's doing his thing, man. He had 240 pieces in this 4-1 campaign they going through in this season. So let's get it, man. Damian Lillard, I'm proud of him, man, even though it's the beginning of the season. Still, though, not hearing from these media platforms that bashed him is crazy. They're hiding from Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. Because what if this team actually wins 60 games and actually does something? Actually does something in the playoffs. All we can do is just wait and see. So we're just going to wait and see. But before we go, I want to play some of the media outlets that were bashing Dame. So we're going to play the content, and then we're going to react to it.
You know what? He should, but I respect it. Let me tell you why. One, I always want guys to get their money, get their letters, get as much money as you possibly can. So shout out to Dame Dollar for signing that $122 million extension for 2 years. Here's the thing, right? When I look at Damian Lillard and I look at the situation, I don't think he can ask to get out of Portland because he's been so outspoken when it comes down to being committed, to being loyal, from not running from the grind, that if he does happen to want out of Portland, I think it would kind of look bad on Dame. And I think Dame is a man that's going to stand on his morals, stand on his principles, and so I have to respect it. But if I was Dame, hell yeah, I would want out of Portland. I would take my talents elsewhere and try to go get me a championship. I always compare him to what KG was going through in Minnesota. KG gave it all to that organization, and it came to a point in his career where he said, you know what? I'm 30-plus years old. I need to get me a championship, and nobody frowned upon him.
It means that Damian Lillard needs to get the hell up out of Portland, and Portland needs to facilitate that happening. Let me be very, very clear. I spoke to Damian Lillard a couple of days ago. He's all in. He wants Chauncey Billups to succeed. He's not about half-stepping. I believe him. Damian Lillard's one of the most honest guys I've ever known and I've ever met, and I believe what he says. Does he want his money? We never talked about that. Well, what athlete doesn't want the money? Of course he'll probably want the money, but that doesn't mean he's lobbying for it. He's got 4 years to go, an option on one of those years. We know that. We know that he's being paid over $40 million in what he brings to the table, but he wants to win. And in my opinion, I have argued with him about this periodically over the years because of his undying devotion to the city of Portland and that organization. You ain't winning staying in Portland. I know for a fact there's only one place that he'd want to go if he were not in Portland, and that's to the New York Knicks. Not Brooklyn, New York, the Garden. He believes that that's someplace he'd be able to recruit if he was ever there, but again, he's all in on Portland. Here's what Damian Lillard has to understand. They haven't won with you. It's not your fault, considering how lethal this brother is, even though this year he's struggling because of that abdominal injury that's got him out that he's been dealing with since 2017, by the way. But in the end, you're not winning in Portland. Him and C.J. McCollum are two big-time players.
Why are you so loyal to the Blazers? I mean, you're probably one of the top 2 point guards in the game. You have an opportunity to go and explore opportunities with other teams, play in bigger markets. Why so much loyalty with the Blazers?
I think just because this is where I started my career. You know, my family moved here, and they, you know, it's a good living. You know, we like living here. And it's not like, you know, I'm playing for a bad organization. You know, it's been a great organization to play for, a great city to live in, great fans. We've had success. We haven't won a championship, but we've had a lot of success. You know, I think it's a lot of teams around the league that, if they could, they would change places with us in the last 6 years as far as, you know, having success and not having success, because only one team can win a championship every year. And we working towards being in that position, but for me, I think the loyalty part, that's just who I am. You know, I roll with who I roll with, and if I was to ever not get that loyalty in return, then I can live with that because I don't expect everybody to be me. But that's just how I feel about the situation.
It's fair. A lot of people, including myself, wants to see Dame go somewhere and compete for a title. I think he's too great of a talent not to be on the biggest stages competing for a title. But I think Dame, having had him on my podcast, he's built a little different. You know, when we talk about generational wealth, at the end of this contract, Dame will have made $400 million in NBA dollars, not to count what he's done off the court. So he's going to be able to sit up 3-4 generations for the rest of their life. And Dame is looking at it like this. Yes, I want to compete for a title, but he's probably saying, Sharp, ain't no guarantee if I left and went somewhere else, I'm going to win a title. I do believe Dame, he's perfectly content with being in Portland, playing his ass off, and if it happens in Portland, he contend for a title, he contends for a title. If it doesn't, I don't believe he loses 1 ounce of sleep, Skip. I really don't. Although I would love to see him be on the Lakers. I don't care where, it ain't got to be the Lakers. Yep. But just go somewhere where Damian Lillard is in the NBA Finals, and I want to see him showcase that shooting ability. I want to see him in a big time Finals. But I don't believe that's going to happen. I know it's not going to happen in Portland. That's not going to happen there. And unfortunately, but he said staying in one location, being loyal to the soil, is more important to him than chasing a championship. He said it wouldn't mean as much to him if he won a championship outside of Portland. I believe him when he says that. And I do believe when it's all said and done, if he doesn't win a title, I don't think Dame is going to have regrets. because he would have done what he set out to do, and that was to secure his family for the rest of their lives and their kids' lives and their kids' lives.